Zueljin Gaming.
Last time on Star Made Alpha, after being attacked by an unknown enemy on their way to a distant moon, Zueljin and his crew crash-landed on a mysterious planet. After regaining consciousness, he found me. My name is Dana, short for Dynamic Artificial Intelligent Navigation Assistant. With my help, Zueljin found various materials on the planet's surface to create a makeshift spaceship powerful enough to escape the planet's thin atmosphere and set out in search of his missing crew members. We are currently stationed at a nearby galactic shop to bargain for supplies needed to survive.
Oh, Dana, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Did you enjoy your rest, Zueljin?
Yeah, I feel great. How long was I out for?
You were asleep for 13 hours 27 minutes and 4 seconds.
Wow, I haven't slept like that in a long time. Is everything alright?
Affirmative.
Oh, good. Thanks for keeping an eye on me.
You're welcome, dude. Now that you are awake, we need to procure what we can from the nearby galactic shop to ensure our safety.
Okay, can do. I remember having some galactic credits issued to me before our journey. It looks as though my PDA can initiate the transfer to and from the shop so I can buy stuff. Where do you suggest we start?
You should start by purchasing a salvaged computer and cannons so that we can extract resources more efficiently.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, salvage computer. Wow, they're expensive.
But excellent quality.
Well, good. At least we only need one.
Correct.
And let's see here. Salvage cannons. Should buy a few of these.
As many as you can afford.
Okay, quantity.
Purchase 10 more.
10? That sounds about right. Wow, that put a dent in my pocketbook. What else?
Why don't you browse a bit to familiarize yourself with what's available?
Okay, let's see if there's anything interesting here. Shield dispensers. That might be a good investment. Although, I think at this point we should probably get stuff that's a little bit more immediately effective. I hope there's no imminent danger.
Knowing your terrible luck, there will be.
Yeah, more salvage cannons it is.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, you're right. Protection is important. Let's beef up the artillery just a little bit.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Alright. I think that'll do it for now, Dana, as I don't really have much spending money left.
I think we will be okay.
Okay.
We should set course for the nearest station.
So a station. Well, I hope it's not dangerous.
We'll be balling out of control after we harvest from our first space station.
Alright. Well, I guess we should head out then.
Before you go too far, aren't you forgetting something?
Let's see. I have a salvage cannon. I have a salvage computer. I got more weapons. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even install them. Maybe that would be a good idea, huh?
I think not installing them would be a terrible idea. Was the crash landing that hard on you, or were you always this smart?
Okay, maybe I wasn't always the sharpest tool in the shed, but I think it's just that I'm worried about my crew. Let's see. What I could do here is strip it down all the way just to your core unit, Dana.
I would agree, starting over seems like the best option.
A few more of these blocks.
You should consider a streamlined design that you can add to easily.
Alright, now for a fresh slate. Maybe we should... Let's install the computers first. Let's do inline. Okay, next computer. Okay, now we're set. Now let's see. Let's go with...
You're babbling again, Zueljin.
Okay, I got an idea.
It's about time.
We'll go power on the sides and make it uniform.
While aesthetics are important, you have to think in terms of effectiveness.
Alright, so let's install a few cannons now that we have our computers online.
Good. Cannons are effective.
I think what I'll do is go for a narrow but powerful beam, so that until I get my aim right, I can be right on point. And I don't want it to obstruct my view, so I won't go too far ahead of you, Dana.
With all due respect, you'll never really be ahead of me, Captain.
Now, I should extend this rather deep so the beam is quite powerful, and that's the extent of my cannons. Now let's go to salvage cannons. We could place our salvage cannons kind of the same, although I think I might want more powerful lasers in a few different spots instead of one concentrated beam.
Multiple lasers will help you cover more area faster.
Should I separate this?
Yes.
Maybe I'll separate it by a hull block.
Any block will suffice.
And go the same route?
Although I mention aesthetics being of little importance at this time, you could at least use basic geometry.
What do you mean? I think this'll work fine.
It's lopsided. Genius.
I'll just even it up.
You misunderstand me. I meant the entire structure.
Well, no, that'll bridge it, won't it? And it is a bit lopsided. Okay, you win.
I'm pleased that you see it my way. Shall we try it once more?
Okay, let's start over again.
An excellent idea, sir.
We've got our salvage cannons. We'll place them adjacent to the weapons cannons.
The correct term is antimatter cannons.
I know the correct term is antimatter cannons. What'd I tell you about speaking natural?
Oops, I'm sorry.
Okay. So now we'll have 3 different beams, non-linked to each other. Now, engines would probably be a good idea.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some engines. Let's just put those on the back.
I'm starting to feel like a real spacecraft.
They work in much the same way. Okay. Now we have a stick.
Great. I'm a space stick.
Alright, so protect ourselves now. Let's do around at least the core computers and some of the frontal weapons to sustain a minimal amount of damage.
Thanks, Zueljin. Without me you would be toast.
I think we'll go back a little with the rest of the hull. Now the back end's still exposed, but hopefully we'll be able to remedy that pretty soon.
Unfortunately, we need more money before that can happen.
That's pretty much the last of the resources, Dana. Do you think that this will be able to get me through?
Your bad luck would suggest otherwise, but what other choices do we have?
Always the optimist, Dana. Shall we get on with this?
Absolutely. Set a course for the nearest station and we can proceed with caution.
Well, I sure hope this station that we're heading to isn't dangerous. And where do you think I should start? What am I looking for?
This particular station has been abandoned for some time. A great space merchant by the name of VT once said glass and power cores should be what beginning space explorers should try to gather.
That's precisely what I was thinking too, Dana. I think I'll go for some glass first, and then probably the power cores after that.
Make sure to pick up other materials too so that we can use them for protection and design enhancements.
Alright, little mama, you the boss.
You got that right, dude. Recognize, West Side.
Look at you being all street.
That's how I roll, big dog.
Alright, Dana. So glass is what the great VT said that we should be harvesting, right?
Affirmative.
Okay. So let's see. Wow, this seems to be very ineffective. What type of glass is this?
Hardened space age glass.
Oh, there we go. Now we're making progress.
If that's what you call it.
Well, this sure seems quite slow. Isn't there a faster way to do this?
Not with your current configuration.
I see. Well, maybe a small redesign would help.
If you realign your salvage cannons to concentrate your power, you may get better penetration.
Alright, shall we give that a try?
Let her rip.
Seems to be slightly more effective.
I'll say.
Ah, this'll work nicely, Dana.
At this rate, you will be able to salvage enough to get by.
So about how much glass should I take?
Go for a nice round number of units. I suggest at least 1,000.
It's a fair assumption that too much of this at one time would be boring.
I don't get bored easily.
Maybe I should take some of this hull as well.
Is that less boring?
Is there any differences between the colors of the hull?
Different boredom levels?
So gray and black as well. Would just be fine.
Gray and black for the win.
We have to think a little bit aesthetically.
If you say so, Captain.
Yep, a good looking ship is a good ship.
Looks do not equate to effectiveness.
Says you.
Stop being so vain and get your salvage on, son.
Alright. So you also said there was some power course to take, right?
Affirmative.
Okay, and where are those?
In the cylindrical sections of the station in all four corners.
Okay. Let's check around here. Maybe we can start from underneath. Ah. Is that the power course?
Affirmative.
Ah, very good. So this will make for some nice enhancements, I take it.
The more enhancements you add to your ship, the more power cores you will need.
Well, I guess I'll harvest plenty of these things and then head on back to the shop.
Now you have the right idea.
You think so, huh?
I know so.
Alright. Well, we can grab a little bit more glass after I get these power cores. And then we can be on our merry way. Alright, Dana. I think I've got enough resources for one trip. I think I'd feel safer if we went back to the shop, sell what we didn't need, and beef up our ship once again.
Good. Let's head to the closest one.
Alright. Let's set the navigation. I wonder if the prices would be any better at the other shop.
It's not worth the risk.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. I'd like to see a different port anyway.
But you might run into space pirates.
So?
They will own our faces.
Alright, well how dangerous can they actually be?
Dangerous enough to own your face.
Do you think we can outrun them?
Highly improbable.
Ah. Well, if trouble comes, I'll be sure to handle it like I'm supposed to.
Very well.
Human have intruded our space.
Holy crap, who are you?
We are the Gygax. If you value your life, you will leave immediately.
Sorry, I'm lost. I was just exploring to find my crew.
Your reason matters not. Be gone or we shall exterminate you.
Okay, I'm out of here. Dana, you heard the man. Let's get the heck out of here.
Roger.
Where's the nearest place I can go?
Head to the other galactic shop.
Shop. Own it.
You must act quickly, Zueljin.
Let's revert all the power to the engines. Let's move.
Redirecting power completed. Brace for acceleration.